Uh, Good morning, everyone. I am Mallikarjun, and I am part of this resource sharing program I received. So I am one of the steering committee member, and so as you know, resource sharing is not that new concept. It is, if you see in the 7th century, if you see Xuanzang, yeah, one Chinese traveler when he visited India, Nalanda University, he came for knowledge. Okay, so libraries, we are all part of this resource sharing, so that sharing knowledge with people and disseminating knowledge is part of library's role. So if you see the last speaker session, Joyashree Roy, if you have heard about her, she told about how libraries are helping researcher in their research need. Suppose your library has not that specific document what the professor want, and your library doesn't have that document, and you get from somewhere else. They are quite happy. The professors are quite happy that, oh, you got these resources from a different library. So that is the part of library and librarian. We do resource sharing, and we help each other. So on that context, it is a part of IFLA, this receipt community, and it was started when the pandemic happened. So if you know, 2019 pandemic, 2019-20 pandemic start, and that time, what we feel that libraries are closed, and faculties, there is a research need. People want to do research on COVID-19. Okay, so that time there was a pressing need of resource sharing, and when the physical libraries are closed, librarians and the who support libraries are open. So it was started in 2019, 20 April, and it was started for the challenge which we are facing due to COVID-19. And so I'll go forward on that. So before that, let me introduce, this is Peter Bai. He is one of the founding member of this Received initiative, and I am Mallikarjun. So Peter didn't come because he has some personal issues. So he has sent me one message, so that I'll read that part also first. And so I'll go on. So what I'll do is I'll go on detail about the origin of this program, receipt and community, and how the program shaped up. And it was started as a temporary program for a specific reason. Because of the pandemic, we started this program, but we feel that how this is important for libraries across the world. So this is not about anything about any particular region, particular community. It is open for all the libraries across the world. So it is free, basically. You don't need to pay anything for this, and suppose a library in the US wants something, and that specific resources is available somewhere in Thailand, somewhere in Taiwan, and he don't know how to get that specific resources. And this is the platform where everyone is connected with everyone. Okay, so the platform will serve both the purpose. I'll discuss that part in detail more. So let me go to the. This is something everyone is facing. So we know that you need one resources, and you don't know which library has that specific resources. And sometimes what happened, we know that these resources you want, you also know that which library has that resources, but you don't know how to connect with them. Okay, so this is the two kind of problem any resource sharing librarians are facing in the world. So I will see how this will be resolved through this received app. So Receive is basically resource sharing, collaborative and voluntary document delivery. So this is the new name of Receipt, but it was earlier as resource sharing in the time of COVID-19. So it was COVID was the CVD is the part of COVID earlier, but we changed the name to this one. So as you see that you cannot one honey cannot be make the honeybee cannot be make the honey. So we need all the people together to make honey. So this is the concept of the people will come together, and people will help each other. So this is a timeline of the received initiative. So it was started in 2020, April 21, and it was started, as I told, that resource sharing in the time of COVID-19. So it was started in the time of COVID-19 and launched by the DDRS. DDRS is the IFLA Committee of Document Delivery Resource Sharing Service. So it was part of DDRS, and all the members who started these initiatives are part of DDRS. So it was started in April 2020, and I'll go detail about how it started. But next was the next, when we feel that this is not only for the time of for the COVID-19, we need a larger picture for this, and we understand that resource sharing is all what we started as a temporary project. We feel that no, this is it should be a international project, and we'll continue this project in a better way. So it's come with Harmas project. It was started in 2021. So give a better shape to this initiative, and we build a software for that. That is called Received App now. So in 2023, we change the logo, which bring this logo, Received Community, and we change the Received name to Resource Sharing, Collaborative and Voluntary Document Delivery. So, and in the 2025, it was a 5th anniversary of Received, and around 411 libraries are already connected with the Received. So it was updated in January 20. So as I told that we have started this initiative in the time of COVID-19, when everything was closed, libraries are physically closed, and we thought that many of our founding members thought that no, we have to help our researcher, we have to help our faculty in their research need, and we started as a simple spreadsheet in a Google form and using on paywall as a search platform. So if you see, this is the way we have started. So we have created a interface using on paywall. So anyone want to search the resources, if anyone search in the pandemic time, they have used this one to find a paper. If they didn't get a paper, they fill the form, Google form, and that form went to the Excel spreadsheet, and many volunteers from around the world supported this initiative. So I am one of the founding volunteer of this initiative, and we used to help all the libraries around the world in the time of pandemic. So this is the way we have started in a Google Sheet. And so I also want to discuss more detail about the evolution part of the receipt. So cooperation with Harmas, so strengthening digital resource sharing during COVID-19. So this is the project we have started with the name is Harmas, and it was funded by European Union. And so the name changed in 23, and we migrated Received app to 24. Yeah. So so what we do is to build a community of libraries. So our core goal is to connect with everyone, every libraries around the world. It may be from Thailand, it may be from Zimbabwe, it may be from Latin America, it may be from US. So connect all the libraries together to make a better resource sharing platform, and educate librarian and academic about the principle of practice of resource sharing. So we do also have many sessions. If you go to the Received app and see, there are many sessions on how policies and copyright policies are there, how resource sharing will be helped, like all these things we do. And we also do support libraries in conflict zone, war and disaster. So for example, I'll give 2 examples regarding that conflict zone and war. So in the time of Israel-Palestine's war, we support many libraries in Palestine in their resource sharing, resource need. So we do many sessions for Palestinian librarian, and we also support in their research need. Similarly, we in the Russia-Ukraine war, many libraries are supported in the in that time. For many Ukrainian libraries are supported in the type. So we also support libraries and academic in the conflict zone, war and disasters. So the philosophy is that, as I told, a single bee cannot make honey. So we are together, collaborate and cooperate, voluntary resource sharing, and open, free, and collaborative. So the app is free and open, and there is nothing, you no need to pay anything for this. So I am not going more detail, that offer a free open source. This software is called Talaria. So that project which we did, and we make a software. It's called Talaria, and that support different region, as I told earlier, and promote open science and information. So the main factor receipt which is the volunteers, those libraries who are supporting this initiative. So if you see around in the time of COVID, around 26,000 documents were shared. So it was only because of those volunteers who are helping libraries around the world. So as a librarian, we know that our jobs are quite thankless. So we have to support, but we may not get anything for that support. Okay. So it was many volunteers who support in the time of COVID-19. So I'll share the statistics how this is growing, and yeah. So many volunteers. So we also need many people from Asian region. So there is particularly the East Asia region, there are not much libraries are connected with the receipt. So coming to this place is one of the key objective was to talk with those people who are from the East Asia region, and tell them that how this will be benefit and win-win for each other in this resource sharing need. So it's also available in 4 languages. Maybe someone from Thailand or Taiwan or China are interested. Then also this you can adapt into a Chinese or Thai language or Taiwan language. So we have currently has 4 language support apart from English. So I just want to quickly go through about the resource sharing, receipt steering committee and governance. So after that, once it is formalized into a receipt community, there is also we feel that there is a need to have a committee and governance structure for this. So we started the committee in 2023 with 4 veteran volunteers, those who are helping. So one of those volunteers are I am. And 5 IFLA DDRS member. DDRS is a document delivery resource sharing community of IFLA. So 5 DDRS member are eligible for that. Then 1 technical advisor and 3 founding members. So Peter Bai was one of the founding member, which I talked about earlier. Yeah. So the role is that receive continuity, sustainability, and expansion. So the key role is that we'll see that how many people are joining and how it will make this as a sustainable initiative. Although we are in the new 5-year-old, but we want to see that it's grow. So manage the operation and develop receipt standard. So we also need that people, there are many queries come, many article requests, book chapter requests come. So who will be giving the voluntary service? So we also need people who also support this initiative. So helping other libraries. So provide guidance and feedback on technical development, increase and strengthen receipt community, recruiting and training in new. So this part, the provide guidance and feedback on technical. So receive also work as an international platform, also work as a national platform. Suppose your country doesn't have a resource sharing platform, you can use receive as your country platform. So it also work as a for your country specific. Suppose a country doesn't have their own platform, they can use and call this received app as their platform, and they can do resource sharing among themselves. That also possible through receipt. So it is not only international; it is also can be localized and do as a local resource sharing platform. So yeah. So we have a meeting every month. Every month we meet, we discuss how to proceed and where to we'll do a lot of orientation, training, and also see that how we seek support from other libraries. So so as I told, if you visit this, there is a address of this received app. So it is app.receive.ifla.org. If you go there, so first page you will see only this search page. So if you are searching something, any article, you can you can put the DOI number, PMID number, and or the title of the article, and in search. First, it will show you if there is a open access article available on for this or not. If there is open access article not available, it will ask you to log in and register to for the article. Okay. So this is the main page of the received app. So as I told, Talaria is the software behind this received app, and it is a open source software on GPL3 license. So also I want to mention once again that this also can be used as a local resource sharing platform. Yeah. So I'm not going more detail about this technical part. Yeah. So it is, as we librarian, we more focus about resource sharing. So it is a, as I told, that this is a open source software, and you can use for both as a country level and for international level. So this is a login page. Okay. So if you are if you are a member, you can log in and put your resource, put your query. If you are not a member, you can start the sign up. Yeah, there is a sign up. So it will ask you to do the registration, and basic you have to create your profile, right? So you can register both for borrowing or lending. You can register for both. You may you want to register only for borrowing. You can also do that. Suppose you don't want to lend, you want to borrow. That also you can do. But you can also do both borrowing and lending. Okay. So it will ask you that what type of resource requirement you have. So for borrowing, you have to. So once you go there and you didn't find the open access version of the article, it will ask you to send a request, and you have to put the full bibliography of the article, with the title, DOI number, and basic detail of the article, right? So it is very easy. There is nothing big one. So once you follow the steps, you will go one by one. So once you it will ask you to whom you want to send the request. Okay. Suppose you know the library name which you want to send the request. You can only select that specific library. If you don't know any libraries who have this particular document, what you can do is that you can select all libraries. So if you select all libraries, it will go to all libraries. Whoever registered in this platform, it will goes to all the libraries. And suppose when the person is going to land the request, so if you see that this is suppose this is a document, and suppose I am going to land it, I have the document, so I'll click on this. Okay, so I have this, so it will shows that okay, you have received the request and you are going to supply the document. Okay, so this is simple icons are there, so you can use that. So what happen if it is go to the all the libraries? It is go into the orphan request, because you have not put any library name. So it is go to the orphan request. Suppose the lending libraries, who are the lending libraries, what they will do? They click on the orphan request and see what are the requests are there. Okay, and suppose I have the document. What I'll do? I just click on that. I am going to provide the document. Okay, so once I click on that, everyone knows that this library is going to help. Yeah. So this is a very basic part of lending and borrowing. Okay, so I just want to share some statistics. So if you see this part, yeah, this is part when the platform was not created. It was in the Google Sheet. If you see in the 2020, we have around served 10,000 document internationally when you use the spreadsheet. So in the 21, so slowly pandemic things were libraries are opening up, so request get down into 7,000. Then in the 2022 it was 3,000, and this year Talaria started, the received app started. So this part is from that through the app, yeah, and this part is from the spreadsheet. And 2024, mostly all the requests come through the Talaria software platform, the received app, And 25, we clearly move into this receipt app. So into the 25, we get around 7,700 requests from across the world. So I'll go more detail about the request. So if you see global distribution of request, so Europe, it is quite heavy. 17,000 are from Europe, Asia 13,000, but not this part of Asia, that Gulf countries, those part are quite Lebanon, Turkey, Azerbaijan, those Qatar, those are quite quite but I forgot them. So quite working on, yeah. So North America 4,000, South America 2,000, Oceania, then Australia and New Zealand, then Africa very less. So I also see memes are from Africa. So please make aware of these resources. So if you see who are the countries, so the red is the lowest. So those countries which are green is the where from received requests more are coming. Okay, and blue is the middle one. So not purple is the middle one. Green, purple, and red. So if you see, 64 countries are part of this project, and Europe 25, Asia 24, and Africa, South America 5, Africa 4, North America 4, and Oceania 2. So if you see top borrowing and lending countries, so Lebanon is the top borrowing country, then Turkey, then Ireland, then Italy, Spain. If you see the top lending country, you will find Spain. Spain is where this Talaria and this project started. So main people are from the Spain, Italy, and so second is US, then Italy, then Turkey, then Lebanon. So if you see the turnaround time, so quite maximum 1.5 days. Any request goes, it will be solved in 2025. It is 1 day maximum, yeah. And it was between 2 days, but and if you see the fill rate, 93% filling rate. So it was quite higher if you compare it with anything. So I'll focus more on the Asia part. So Asia and receipt. So if you see 13,000 around requests come from Asian countries, as you know, more from the Gulf countries, and this and 34% is a global share, and 3 countries are contributing. So 85% of the requests come from Lebanon, Turkey, and Qatar. So top 10 countries by request volume, as I mentioned in my earlier slide: Lebanon, Turkey, and Qatar, then Pakistan, then India, then so there is few for Vietnam, Philippines, yeah, South Korea. So if you see regional distribution, these are 1,900 requests from Asia Pacific countries. So this is a list of institutions registered in received app. Suppose if you see, more are from Turkey. There are 47 organizations registered. Then Lebanon, then India 12, Pakistan 9, Azerbaijan 8. So there are few from Philippines. There are 3, Vietnam 3. Yeah, very few. So just I want to how received and Asian country can collaborate together. And so one of the key objective of the receipt is to make itself as a global resource sharing platform. And without from countries from Asian countries, African countries, it will not be called as a true global resource sharing platform. So we are not reach up to all those countries. Mostly Europe and part of Asia and part of America are well connected with the receipt. So as India, Asia contribute 59% of the world population, I believe that there are more role receipt can play in Asian context. As I mentioned, there are good number of participants from Gulf countries, West Asia and South Asia, but there is less from East Asian countries. So we are looking more forward to strengthen, collaborate with East Asian countries, basically those this side of the world, and this also can be used as a suppose your country doesn't have a resource sharing platform, this can be also used as a national resource sharing platform for your country. And I suggest that please log into that received app and check, register your library. You don't want to lend, you just register as a borrowing library and see how this can be work. And we also need people, as we are librarian, we need to support each other, and we also need volunteers who can support this initiative and support those people who need documents, and those who are, there are maybe libraries who have lot of resources, there may be libraries who have very small number of resources, and maybe someone need your help. And sometime what happened, as I told earlier, that one document may be available in somewhere else, and which is more important for a researcher, but the person don't know how to get the resources, right? And in those cases, receipt can support and help libraries to grow together, right? And this is from my side, and I thank you everyone to joining me, and thank you. So any question, please let me know. I'll happy to.
It's a very good presentation, Mr. Dora. And you have taken a really great initiative by doing this for the library, those who are really need for the resources. So I have some 2-3 questions. Since you are sharing the resources, have you looked towards that copyright issue, as many of the us are involved from the different countries?
Yeah, yeah.
Secondly, whether these apps has been find out through this Google Map, what is the Play Store or the Mac Store?
Yeah.
And other things is that other is that how this will be spread widely for all over the world. Whether it should be, it would be posted repeatedly to the different forums like the ALA forums or the IFLA forums or the different countries forums they have associated here, so it will be reached to the every corner of the language.
Yeah, thank you for the question. So copyright is one of the key issue, pressing issue for everyone, but when you land a document, will ask that is your country support interlending with international. Okay, so you have to see the license agreement. Is the license agreement is supporting or not? It's not supporting, okay, you don't give. Okay, so many countries, their license are international. So, and sometimes if you see the Bonn Convention, if you see the copyright convention in Bonn, so it was mentioned that about fair deal and country level collaboration. But you need to see the specific country level, what kind of copyright and licensing you have with the publisher, and after that you take a decision to lend or not. But borrowing, you can borrow because there are many libraries in European countries, they have the license which are international. Okay, that is one question, one answer. And
app.
Yeah, app is, I don't think it is in Play Store, but if you go to the receipt site, then there is, you can get it. Third is that marketing and this part of this app. So we are doing slowly, and we need, as I told, that we need many volunteers who can help us, support us to spread this initiative. So I believe that is.
Thank you.
You mean maybe this is web app, web
Yeah.
application, not mobile application, right?
I have not checked in mobile, but you can check in mobile. I think it will work.
Still
Yeah.
mobile?
Yeah, it will work. Yeah.
Yeah, and thank you for your presenting.
Thank you.
So I see the program and very interested into this because I'm also the member of RSCVD. So I think I appreciate the focus of libraries, and also you are the member also in the committee to support the communities around the world. So from COVID time and maintain until now. So we receive great benefits from the system, from the initiative. So in terms of like articles and book chapters for our researchers, academic students, etc. So, but we still worry about the like sustainability of this initiative. Will it continue or any updated policies from IFLA for
Okay.
this initiative?
So that part, maybe someone from that core group will speak. But
Yeah,
this
yeah.
this continue. This is continuing, and
Yeah, yeah.
but what more important now is the people who can support this. Yeah. So we need people who voluntarily libraries support each
Yeah.
other. That is some kind missing somewhere. It was in the pandemic time. There are many volunteers, but now everyone is busy with their libraries, their
Yeah,
work.
exactly.
So
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
so that is something we need people who are support this one. So
Yeah,
you
I
are
think,
from which country? Ma'am?
I'm from Vietnam. I'm from Vietnamese German University.
Okay.
So I think from the committee you can send out the like call for support,
Okay.
and you can list out what kind of work we can support, like systems,
Okay.
procedures,
Okay.
etc. Yeah,
Okay.
Yes.
and I have a question. So you know that is it the way of we exchange the information
Yeah.
for knowledge sharing. So we receive a lot support from the libraries around the world already, but we try our best to find like the documents, like articles, to support other libraries.
Yeah.
However, when we search from our sources, so
It's not.
we couldn't find to like accommodate the needs, so we feel guilty that we received but we didn't.
Yeah, it's happened, but
lend
you-
anything
what you want, what?
in turn, yeah, you know.
Yeah.
So it's not need to be in two way. Yeah.
But some cases we also want people from other libraries, they borrow. Also we need many people for lending, but we also need people who borrow, because if someone from this part of the country world come forward and support, there may be many people they come forward, and maybe with that people are coming forward. You can support each other. So sometimes it is happen that we are only borrowing, but not lending. But it is not a issue. I hope those people who are in the platform, they know that resource sharing is important, and it's not like that. If you see that many countries like Lebanon, Turkey, they are highest borrowing, but they also lending. They also lending, but it's okay that you borrow and not lend. But it is only that whatever available in your library, that only you can share. It's not available, and maybe there is a copyright issues, you can't share. So many cases, what happened to books cases, that field
Books
rate,
also,
if
yeah,
you see the
somehow,
7% non-field rate are because of many books request come. So
Yeah.
people cannot.
And in terms of copyright issues,
I cannot.
legal issues,
Yeah,
I think we can use the technology to apply like
Mr.
digital
Dora, I'd like to
copyright.
introduce Tri. She is a
Compliance.
very dynamic librarian. She is the director of Vietnam Germanische University.
Okay.
Yeah,
She's
thank
close
you,
friends of
Doctor.
mine.
Yeah. And that because when we share the resources with our user, we are not so confident about the copyright issues.
Yeah.
So I think if we can apply the digital like copyright statement and apply maybe some kinds of like CC license
Yeah.
to the document, so it will be safer for the sharing libraries. Yeah.
So I'll take this part also. I'll discuss.
the lenders, yeah.
I'll discuss with the core committee, and I'll discuss that how we can deal with all those things like copyright and the issues every library.
You know that because some article like when the library they share, they have the information of that university
It's
applied to the document.
Yeah,
but
it's
some,
written,
some libraries not. So So,
Arjun, I have a question. Like how this Talaria, they got the fund to develop this app?
So that is they got fund from European Union.
Okay.
Oh, that is a project part of that, and it was maybe 21, 22 maybe they got fund, and they developed in the Spain basically. There is a university.
Okay.
They I forgot the name.
No,
They
it's very
developed-
confusing. They are getting fund to
to develop this software.
Okay.
So many
Actually,
people are-
recently we explored.
Yeah.
Within IIT we are doing this. Not only IIT, other institute also. We used to normally we used to send the article request through email and that. but we are also exploring to install this Thalaria for only for IIT.
Okay.
Okay, we are exploring.
Okay.
But my question is, for example, all the 7 IIT, even I have seen, suppose if I need some article, if I put a DO, it will give all this information. I can give a request, it will go to who are all registered, it will go to in their inbox where they can see. My question is, for example, I am from IIT, I am subscribing some of the resources. Okay, whether this software will support, I can add all those journal details in the platform so that somebody give a request, like from IIT Madras, they put a DOI. Okay, the system should show that okay, this article, whether it is available in open access, then there will be a link. If it is not available, it has to do some kind of suggestion. Okay, this resources, it is available IIT Madras or IIT Kanpur, so that I can directly send a request to that IIT instead of sending to everyone.
That part is not available, so we cannot put the list of journals we have. But what I suggest is that as all the IITs can be registered, and any request, suppose from IIT Gandhinagar you are sending, you just pick only IITs and send to those IITs. That also works. So you can use as a inter IITs platform.
Basically, it will work. My question is, I am sending this article to all the 23. But only one fellow is having article. Why I have to send to all the 23? If I know,
that will be more customized one. So that is
this app will be working as an interface between the lending library and borrowing library, right?
Yeah.
So suppose if I know that the resources is available through this app, because it is acting as an interface, so can I contact directly that library?
Yeah, you can contact it. So what I am telling you, suppose you know that specific library has the resources, what you will do, just put the request and select that specific library only, and send the request. So it will goes to the specific library only.
Okay.
So whenever you know,
it is just acting as an interface.
Yeah, but it is also
So you are not showing any of the information that we share.
I have seen it is like when you send the article, it will create a link. That link will expire automatically after 30 days. The end user simply they have to click the link to download the article.
Yeah, Mallikarjun, first of all, congratulations to you. It's a great app, and of course, this will be very useful for all management institutions. My question is, let's say I want a paper, and I don't know where this paper is available. So my request will go to the orphanage request, right?
Yeah.
So when it will go to the orphanage request, so it will pop up on all the institutions which are added there.
So that part is not we have not worked on that part. So it is goes as an orphan request, and those all the volunteer libraries, 411 libraries are there. So it will goes to all the libraries. So those who open suppose I am as an administrator for my issue. So if I open the app, it will show that this is a request. These are the requests as an orphan request. So if I see one by one, I'll check which are available with me, then I'll send. So it is not going as a pop-up, but they are working to send.
We have to, every institute has to open the app after that.
It is only after the
That
opening.
means we have to engage our one staff on that app. Okay, my second question is, you said 85% request for lending came from 3 countries. One is I think Turkey, Lebanon, and other one. So have you given any training or information?
Because they are part of the receipt committee, so they know they spread this in their country. So because of that, it was quite popular on those countries. So Turkey is basically involved from starting. They are the key people in the project also. So they know everything, and there are many libraries from Turkey which are in the IF. So similar to Lebanon and similar to Qatar. The Qatar National Library is quite involved in this project. So that's why they are.
I have one more question.
And I don't think also they don't have a resource sharing platform of their own. So they are using it as Lebanon. Basically, they are using it as their own resource sharing platform. So all the Lebanese libraries, they using it as their own. So there are many resource sharing happening between Lebanon issue in that platform.
I have one more question. This platform is for only published material, or you give us real-time data sets also?
No.
only for
Yeah,
publishers?
purely journal article, book chapter.
Okay, I have one last one. So let's say the X journal is not subscribed by our institute, that's why I will send a request to you. This is the copyright related question. And Bitsome is not a part of ONOS. I have requested to you, to IIM Ahmedabad, that I need this paper and you have that paper available. So how do you give? You download the PDF copy and after you send, just you
So,
send the link.
so it is not required that you are part of ONOS or not. If you see our license agreement, suppose for example X publisher, if you see read the license agreement, you will find a clause that ILL clause, okay, interlibrary loan. So that there is mentioned that for academic and research purpose you can share article. So it may be a private university, it may be a public university, you can share with anyone. Yeah, that's not a problem. Only issue is that when we are lending to a other country, there may be some clause may be there to see that how it works as a. Yeah.
Even as a library, we should, when you subscribe the resources, we have to see the classes.
Yeah.
Even we can add that licensing.
Yeah.
We also support that publisher, they should support interlibrary loans.
Yeah.
But otherwise, it is a fair use. Nobody is going to object. But
So
whether you are part of ONOS or.
Research and academic purpose.
So it is a fair use, so it will not.
And this application is very user friendly.
Very
simple, very easy to use. So I really love the.
So you
the
use a
software
lot, ma'am?
because we also have like OCUC interlibrary service. So, but mostly we need to pay.
Yeah, you
not
pay.
not free. Yeah. So, but it's not like user friendly interface. So I think.
The best thing is that it is free. You don't need to pay anything to register and to request resources.
Yeah.
So that is the best part of this, and it's quite user friendly, as ma'am told. It's
Yeah,
quite
and there is
user-friendly.
a guidelines also for borrowing lending, so we can read from the guideline.
Yeah.
It's very nice.
Yeah.
So Mallikarjun, so this is the, just I wanted to know, whose brain has been generated this idea? It's you or?
No, not my brain. So I think I mentioned in the first slide. So just give me one minute. So Peter Bai is from Princeton University earlier. He was there. So in the pandemic time, we started through that. Yeah. So in the 2020, it was started as to support libraries. We created. It was a part of DDRS, Document Delivery Resource Sharing Service, that IFLA DDRS committee, and Peter was part of that. Okay, so it is a part of IFLA, you can say, it's part of IFLA, but there are many people involved, but Peter is one of the key person, as I can say that, who has who must have think more on this area. So it was started as creating a web page where people can search for the web article. If there is not a way, it is go to a Google form, then it is go to spreadsheet. There are also many volunteers who join at that time. So I work as a reference librarian. So I used to try to find out where I get the resources, where I get. So this is the way I find this link, and I joined as one of the member at that time itself, 2020, and we started resource sharing. So it is Peter was the one of the key person.
Representing India for this,
Yeah.
right?
So I just want to read what Peter did here. So he sent me one his message. So I just want to read that. So good morning. I am Peter Bai. I member of the receipt steering committee. I regret that I cannot attend the conference to meet you in person, but I am confident that my dear colleague Mallikarjun Dora will tell you about our small but powerful initiative. The RECEIPT initiative began during the COVID pandemic to connect libraries with the volunteer librarian. That experience taught us something vital. International resource sharing is not a daunting as we feared. Librarians are resourceful people. We realize that if we are committed, we can make almost anything happen. With generous support from the European Union, we are able to transform our once simple bare-bones resource sharing platform into an established system called Terraria. Our presentation tells the story of what we have done, where we stand today, and what we plan for the future. I hope you enjoy it. We are eager to continue the conversation after the presentation, as you would love to see more colleagues from Asia to join us. Thank you. So, and thank you everyone for joining. And I hope you register in this platform, and hope as a librarian we collaborate and we do the research.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I want to know, because there's this OCLC, the World Healthcare, and yours. How are they related? Can you the library have both or what?
No, they are not related. So OCLC was IL is different, and this is different. Yeah.
So can a library have both?
Yeah, we can library have both. This is free, so you don't need to pay anything. You just register.
Yeah.
Maybe around over 500 libraries already, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so when you send a request, send to our library like over 500 libraries. And if that library has the resources, they will share with you maybe around 30 minutes. You have the
This one.
response. Yeah, it's very fast.
Okay.
Yeah, so
Keep
it's
the
very
question and let me know if
Yeah.
anything you need.
But who's the contact person here? Or we just go to the app?
Yeah, we go to the app, or I can give my contact.
Okay.
I could say that long.
You can put it
So
there.
do you have business cards?
Not doing, but I share my.
Scan á, scan cái thông tin bổng kìa.
On the app.